Welcome to this explainer where we're going to lay out the exact jargon-free path to becoming a data analyst in 2026. Imagine a job where your main task is literally just this: look at data, find patterns, and tell a story that helps a company make better decisions. Right now, this is absolutely one of the most in-demand, well-paying, and accessible careers in the entire tech world, even for complete beginners. I'm stepping into the role of your senior mentor today because I want to give you the tactical hiring advice that freshers desperately need, but rarely ever get.
Okay, let's dive into this by busting a major myth right off the bat. You do not need to be a coding genius, you don't need an engineering degree, and you definitely do not need 10 years of experience to start earning well. Actually, scratch that. You don't even need advanced mathematics. What you actually need is curiosity, logical thinking, and a handful of highly learnable tools. Today, we're going to clear away all the noise and give you a straight, honest look at this incredible opportunity.
So here's our playbook for today. First, the business detective. Second, our 6-step skills roadmap. Third, the real salary truth. And finally, how to get hired.
Section 1, the business detective. Let's look at what a data analyst actually does day to day. Think of it like being a detective, but instead of solving crimes with physical clues, you're solving business problems using numbers and data. Imagine a massive e-commerce company like Amazon or Flipkart sees a 15% drop in sales last month. As the data detective, your job is to dig into the orders, the marketing spend, the website traffic, to find out exactly why. Was it a competitor's big sale? Did a popular item suddenly go out of stock? You use evidence, not guesswork. In fact, a very common interview question for junior data analyst roles is exactly this scenario. Hiring managers will ask, "Hey, our sales dropped last week. How do you find out why?" They really want you to demonstrate this exact detective mindset during technical screenings. They don't just want to see code, they want to see your logic.
Section 2, our 6-step skills roadmap. Here are the exact skills you need in the exact order you should learn them. This is your prioritized checklist for quick learning. Step 1 is good old Excel. Almost every analyst uses it daily for quick calculations, so spend a solid 2 to 3 weeks getting comfortable there. Step 2 is SQL. Listen, this is the absolute most important technical skill you're going to learn. It's the language we use to pull information out of massive databases. You should absolutely be jumping on free online platforms to practice your SQL queries daily for about 4 to 6 weeks. Step 3 is a visualization tool like Power BI or Tableau. Once you pull those numbers, you need to turn them into clean dashboards. Tableau is fantastic because you can use Tableau Public, which is a completely free online platform, to build your very first dashboard. Spend 3 to 4 weeks mastering one of these.
Next up, step 4 is basic statistics. Now, don't panic. You do not need to be a mathematician. Just spend 2 weeks understanding averages, trends, and percentages so you can spot meaningful patterns. Step 5 is Python. It's completely optional for your first job, but highly valuable for handling larger datasets and boosting your salary potential later on. Give it 6 to 8 weeks if you choose to tackle it. Finally, step 6, and this is absolutely vital for 2026, is AI tools fluency. Entry-level roles right now expect you to use AI like ChatGPT or Claude to speed up your SQL writing and draft reports. Put all of this together, and most people can build this entire toolkit in just 4 to 6 months of consistent part-time learning.
Section 3, the real salary truth. Let's break down the honest numbers for every stage of your career.
Starting with the Indian market, which is where a lot of you are focusing right now. Freshers with 0 to 1 year of experience can expect 3.5 to 6 lakhs per annum. Service companies generally pay around 3 to 5 lakhs, while product companies, say Swiggy for example, might pay 5 to 9 lakhs. The early career phase, that's 1 to 3 years, is where you see incredibly rapid growth, hitting 6 to 12 lakhs. Mid-level analysts at 3 to 5 years hit 9 to 18 lakhs, especially if you've got strong SQL and Python skills. And seniors or leads with 5+ years, they can easily reach 18 to 30 lakhs and beyond, particularly if you specialize in high-value sectors like finance or healthcare.
And just to give you a global perspective, the 2026 data analyst salary in the U.S. tech sector sits right around $117,000 a year. Even outside of tech, the median salaries range from $77,000 to $91,000. This just goes to show that data analysis isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. It's a highly reliable, incredibly fast-growing path into a well-paying career literally anywhere in the world.
Section 4, how to get hired. This is the part most people completely skip over.
Look, companies do not hire based on certificates. Let me repeat that, because it's so important. Certificates are not enough. You have to stand out by building a real portfolio. You should aim to build 2 or 3 dashboards using free platforms.
Here are 3 specific project ideas for a killer junior data analyst portfolio. First, analyze a real sales data set to show off your business acumen. Second, pull some sports statistics to show you can handle complex, varied data. And third, analyze your own personal spending to show a bit of creativity. You absolutely must host these projects publicly so employers can just click and see them. Put your interactive dashboards on Tableau Public and host your SQL queries and documentation right on GitHub.
Now, when you finally land that interview, remember this. The biggest difference between an average analyst and a highly paid one is communication. You have to know how to present complex data findings through clear and simple business stories. Because let's be real, anyone can make a chart, but can you explain what that chart means in plain language? Can you recommend an actionable step for the business based on those raw numbers? Practicing how to tell a compelling story with your data will drastically boost your success in technical screenings and your salary negotiations.
I also want to give you some radical candor here about your early career. Do not be afraid to switch companies early on. So many freshers feel incredibly guilty about job hopping, but the data clearly shows that changing jobs in your first 1 to 3 years brings massive 40 to 60% salary hikes. Compare that to standard internal raises, which are, usually only 8 to 12%. It's totally normal, it's smart, and statistically, it's the fastest way to grow your income in this field. Let's bring it all together. The real key to getting hired and growing fast is actually pretty simple. Build a real portfolio, learn to explain your findings clearly, and do not be afraid to switch jobs early in your career to accelerate your growth. If you treat your job hunt exactly like a business detective treats data, you're going to be absolutely unstoppable. This is genuinely one of the most rewarding career paths in the AI era, because every single industry in the world now runs on data, and the demand for people who can actually understand it, that's only going to keep growing. So I want to leave you with this final thought. Where are you right now in your own journey to becoming a business detective?